Character, Bridges there, just chugging it. Hey guys, we're back with more FF14. We are in Dredania and we're looking to do the level 40 summoner quest. How fared you with your training, Miro? For my part, I had some success in uncovering the identity of our mystery attacker. We knew that our assailant was capable of summoning Ifrit Edgy, so I perused the records of past expeditions for those who claimed to have triumphed against the Lord of the Inferno. For these victorious primal hunters, there were 8 names listed as present whereabouts unknown. After eliminating unlikely candidates based on race and gender, I was left with a single name, Tristan. Assuming the records are accurate, this hero was once registered as a soldier in the Immortal Flames. As to how the man came by his skills as a summoner, or why he sought to kill us, however, I remain woefully ignorant. Nevertheless, I witnessed him use the art of summoning for casual brutality, and that I cannot countenance. This power should never be employed for the sake of tyranny or personal gain. It was meant to oppose such evils. It is our responsibility to bring this Tristan to justice. Should we stand idle, his reprehensible actions could very well stain the good name of the future summoners, who have yet to answer for their calling. The art itself could be outlawed, the very mention of it taboo. Now, though, through my inquiries, I was able to determine that a war comrade from Tristan's days in the military reside in Little Alamigo. I ask that you pay a visit to this former soldier and learn what he knows of our callous villain. Little Alamigo. It's not a bad show per se, it's just not a big fan of it. Yeah, like I have no issues with them setting a show in a store, or if that store is an actual store in real life, like the Subway shows in Korea. Especially if they're footing the bill to pay for it, whatever. Just mark it how you want, dude. It just, holy crap. Well, seems Tristan wasn't telling tall tales after all. He said I could expect some primal adult sod to show up and start asking questions. Why don't you stay here and play with some friends of mine? I have a message to deliver. She's all yours, lady. Oh. Okay. Oh, Ifrit Edgy just walked up and fucking backhanded her. Wait, I gotta go all the way back to... Oh, what the fuck? Go to Little Alamigo. Okay, cool. And then they're like, okay, now you gotta go all the way back to Apkalu Falls. Wouldn't it be so bad if getting to Apkalu Falls wasn't an annoying amount of loading screens to get there? And I'm complaining, and my loading screens are generally like 2-3 seconds. When back in the day, this would have been far more awful. And not only that, you gotta go through the loading screens, and then you gotta run to Apkalu Falls. I also remember when it was raining, your character didn't show as like the water on the character. So that was a neat addition to the game. You were set upon. The fiend is one step ahead of us. I'd wager 10 years of dig site findings that Tristan's warned his old allies long before you set foot in the settlement. They thought you one of the tempered, a mortal enthralled to a primal's will. In addition to being ruthless, it appears our opponent is highly intelligent, and not quite as deranged as I first assumed. Such a level of planning hints at the existence of some greater scheme, but that is still all we know. For the moment, we must be content with the knowledge that he perceives us as a threat and is aware of our efforts to track him. Speaking of which, you did exceedingly well to survive the trap into which I so blithely sent you. I must apologize for my carelessness. I will not underestimate this man again. On a happier note, however, my efforts to decipher the elegant text proceed apace. Here, you must read this. With your skill already tried and tested against the Edgy, you should have little difficulty mastering a secondary summoning technique such as this. Let us put this day's disaster behind us and focus on the wonders that lie ahead. Alright, we're gonna learn Pain Flare. It's kind of like Fester, but for single, or for AoE instead of single target. We did it, team.